welcome to another video from the farm. Today I'm going to show you how to make professional quality chicken drinkers for a really cheap price. And here they are in action. So, super simple to make, and we only need a few different components for it. Firstly, you're obviously going to need these little nipple drinkers here that come with a little cup on the bottom. Now, most commonly, and as I've done many times in the past, you'll see people making poultry drinkers from these sorts of nipples. Now, these ones here are relatively new out, but they are far superior. If you just use these ones, you're going to end up with a lot of waste water, as every time they press the little nipple here, water's going to trickle out on your floor, so you're going to have to put some sort of gutter system like I've done before underneath them, or end up with a wet floor. These ones come with a nice little cup underneath them, so when they're activated by the chicken doing that, it just fills up to the level of water, and then they'll usually just drink from the cup and only accidentally press this when they're pecking the water from the cup. So you get zero waste water basically. Super simple to put together as well. You can get a specialist fitting for them, which you can get from usually the same supplier as the person you get these from. I've bought all of this stuff off Amazon. I'll put links below. And then you're just going to need a few pipe fittings. We're going for an MPDE pipe, 20mm. Now, this is your commonplace water pipe that pretty much all over the world now is your standard for when people are plumbing water connections in houses, or any kind of water pipe from your grid will be done in this sort of pipe. Yeah, 20mm MPDE. So what I've gone and done is chopped a load of this up into 10cm lengths. And now it's all a ridiculously simple process. So we're going to take a 90-degree bend 20mm compression fitting, one of our 10cm pieces with an insert in the end, and then we're going to get it in position. So loosen this off a little bit, push it straight in, give it a proper click in, you'll feel it go through the rubber ring, then we'll just tighten it back up. And then next we're going to take this, which is a little insert to put inside here, so we can connect a 15mm push fit pipe or 15mm copper pipe into here to connect a normal hose pipe, which will be 13mm straight onto here. So it's dead easy. All you do, open your bag up, get your little bits out. Gone and torn the diagram mostly, but as you can see there, it shows you the correct way to mount this in. And then all we do is take out a little insert there, replace it with this, get it right in there, put that down like that, that on like that, and then there we go, all done. Now all we have to do, push our 15mm pipe in there when we're ready to connect it to our hose. Next then, we're going to want to take a couple of these and literally just screw them straight into these fittings, like so. As you can see, very easy. And on the very end of here, we've got a nice little rubber washer, so it forms a nice seal around the top of your screw thread here. So I'll just quickly do one more of these, and then we'll just take 5 seconds to assemble it into a usable drinker straight away. Okay, so we've got all these ready. Next, we're just going to take more of our little 10cm 20mm MPDE pipe pieces and then push them right the way down to the stop there. Then we take the next one, push it right the way down, so on and so forth till we get all of these on, and there we go, little drinker's almost done. Next we'll take the end we got ready just before, push that in here, and then we'll take an end stop connection for these 20mm pipes and just push that straight in there like so. There we have it. Drinker complete. So really simple to make. And this little drinker here, this will be good for about 30 chickens, as each one of these can be used by up to 10 hens throughout the day. As you will notice in your own flock, they don't all drink at the same time, they don't all eat at the same time due to their pecking order. So one of these will do for 10 chickens, no problem. So this little thing here, yeah, 30 chickens worth. So right here then, these are approximately 60 pence a piece when you buy them in bulk like I did. These are about 5 pence a piece. It's a negligible cost on the actual MPDE pipe. And then each one of these fittings here are varying costs. This one is £2.30 I believe. And then this one here was £1.50 or so. So ridiculously cheap to make yourself a little drinker like this. And as I'll show you in a sec in the field with the big one we've got in for our chicken tractors, they work really well. So I just did some quick maths on my phone there, and I've discovered it's approximately 7 pence per chicken in English money, or if you're in American money, we're talking 10 cents a chicken to water your birds. Not a bad price at all. So as I mentioned, here's a 15mm push fit pipe with a 13mm hose slid over the top, and then we have a hose clamp on top of it to fix it all in place nicely. So far, these have been the best set of drinkers we've ever made before. Only 2 teething problems to speak of. That was we didn't have quite enough cable ties on here, and when we were towing the chicken tractor, this connection here pulled its way down on a big tuft of grass and disconnected the blue pipe in here. As we've only pushed them in and not glued them, yeah, popped straight out, didn't it? Quick fix though. And secondly, we didn't have quite enough water pressure. We do now though. And we didn't have enough water pressure because we mounted the water right in the centre of the field here, as you can see. And I don't know if you can quite tell here, but there's a bit of a dip right in the middle here. So the water pressure wasn't quite enough because this full tote was only 3 pallets off the floor. Now we went and jacked it up a full 1.20 m off the floor, and yeah, now we've got a full 1 bar pressure. Ideal. 1 bar, I mean 1 psi. If it was 1 bar pressure, these would be blowing straight off. As you can see, these hose pipes are staying straight on this 15mm pipe with absolutely zero hose clip connection on there, and they don't blow off at all. Works very nicely. And as you can see in here, we have a 15mm tank connector readily available straight into the tote. So now we have hose connection straight to each chicken tractor. Understandably, not everyone is going to want to have 100 of these and 1,000 litres of water stored, so you can quite easily just make a little short section of this like we've just made, and then plug it into a little 10-litre bucket and hang it up in the roof of your chicken house somewhere, and that should give you quite a few days water if you've only got a few hens. And there's not too much else to them really. Occasionally, because of the way we've got them sat, we're going to end up with a little nugget present from the chickens in there like this, but that's simply a case of coming along with our little watering can spray bottle, giving it a quick swill out, or as you can see here, we just untwist this like so, comes straight off, spray a bit of water in there, clean as a whistle again, and then we can plug it straight back on. No leaks. These fittings are great. Alright then, hope you enjoyed this quick video on making yourself a professional looking chicken drinker like we've got for a ridiculously cheap price. Until next time, bye bye.